From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
American Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way up to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Mike Krueger. Thank you so much for joining me here this morning. It looks like we are going to see a warming trend over the next couple of days. It's a nice start to the week, but I do expect temperatures to increase, peaking around Wednesday. But after that, temperatures cooling back down again towards the second half of the week, and in particular for the first half of the weekend. Now, with that cooler weather, we also have the potential for some thunderstorms in the mountains, maybe some showers along the coast as well, but it should remain dry in the valley. And looking at the extended outlook here, I don't see any major heat waves heading our way anytime soon. So here's your neighborhood forecast at a quick glance here. You can see those temperatures are generally going to be in the 80s for most of the higher elevations, and for the coast, looking at temperatures upper 50s and low 90s, upper 80s to low 90s here for the valley. Let's take a look at your fire weather forecast. Starting off with those winds later this afternoon. Yeah, a little gusty, especially off to the west of I-5, and eastern mountains looking at some gusty winds at times as well. Typically, see those winds die down overnight into the morning hours. And for your Tuesday afternoon, winds not as bad, a little breezy once again for the north and west side of the valley. They may pick up a little bit stronger for your Wednesday afternoon, and maybe you're not towards southern Humboldt County as well. So our fire weather risk. Well, the relative humidity will be quite low today in the single digits and low teens. You see, it's still looking at that moderate fire weather risk, moderate to high, as a matter of fact. Now, mainly in the moderate range here for your Tuesday, so we do expect to see some improvement, but it looks like it's going to go back up to that high range for most of the valley by Wednesday afternoon. So again, nothing alarming, nothing for us to say, oh my gosh, it's going to be terrible, but just know that we're kind of in that moderate to high range here. All right, so just a quick reminder, if you want to follow the latest on any fires that are in the area and fire weather, go to weathernorcal.com and click on the fire danger section. It's your one-stop shop for all the fire weather information that you need right there on weathernorcal.com. So the clouds moving through, especially to the north, are going to be passing off to our east. But really what I've got my eyes on is some cooler air heading our way. But before that gets here, high pressure that's over the desert southwest will slowly build over Northern California. What that's going to do, or not over us, but in our direction, because the main bubble of heat is still well down to our south and east, but that will spill over to Northern California, and that's when we expect by Wednesday temperatures in the valley to kind of average out around 100. But notice the cooler air coming in from the north and west. Oh yes, that's what's going to be really dropping your temperatures down by the end of the week, and at least for the first half of the weekend. Now again, along with that is the potential for some showers, maybe some mountain thunderstorms, but the valley should remain dry, and those showers mainly along the coast. You see the bubble of heat well off to our east over the eastern United States, and another bubble of heat over the Pacific, but they're nowhere near us. Now that cooler air is going to migrate a little bit more to the north and moderate a bit, but that heat, those domes of high pressure, are not going anywhere near us, even as we go into the beginning and middle of next week. In fact, looking at your 10-day trend, you can see it goes up, down, and possibly back up again towards the middle of next week. All right, let's go and take a look at our forecast for today. Temperatures right around 90. Some of the warmer spots with the north end of the valley may be struggling to get out of the upper 80s for some areas south end of the valley. Otherwise, 70s and 80s for the higher elevations, and upper 50s to around 60 for the coast, that is. For tonight, right around 60 overnight, much like what we saw here last night. Temperatures in the 40s for most of the higher elevations. And for the coast, temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook, starting off with the valley. Yeah, those temperatures going up, then down, then back up again for the second half of the weekend and early next week. Up and down for the coast, really for the inland areas and for Trinity County. There's that slight chance for a shower for the coast, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm for the inland areas on Saturday. But I've taken Trinity County out of that for now. We'll see what happens as we get closer to the weekend. Up and down with those temperatures for the mountains as well, with that chance for showers and thunderstorms by Saturday, and warming back up by Sunday. That's your afternoon update. I'll be back again at 6 o'clock this evening. Until then, have a great afternoon.
Bar Mudford is a top established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr & Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr & Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.